Regulators, mount up.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make.
Okay, here I set the rack in there, and you can see with the 1/2-inch bolt how much is overhanging on it. You just have to kind of maneuver it down in there. Ideally a 3/8 bolt would be perfect. There's the one that I got a nut on each side of the bracket, and you can see how it kind of pulls it back and it gives you the nice clearance versus the overhang one. So it's completely up to you how you want to do it. Now let's get this mounted on our frame. Okay, like I said, this is just sitting on here, and as far as the level goes, it's really not that bad. You can see the bubble there. Trying to get it out of the reflection of everything. But this one side could come down a little bit, and that's why I made those holes a little bit bigger, so I can have a little bit of adjustment. But I would actually go ahead and tighten that down right there. That's not bad at all as far as that goes, and we'll see what it is. I am gonna adjust it a little bit, and then I'll tighten it down, put the bolts in it, and we'll see what it is level there. Okay, once you have it where you like it, you gotta kind of tweak this frame a little bit because it's all loose. And get these started at least. Okay, now we have our bowl attached to the table frame. It's time to hook up the propane line. And what we need there is need to feed it in here. And so we take a bolt, same one, 1/2-inch, 1/4-20. Got a washer and a nut for this side. Put that on there. Get it all threaded on here. So it'll be on there nice. Get one for the other side, and then we'll come back and we'll tighten this all down. You can put a washer on this side if you want. I'm not. I'm just sticking the bolts right in there. The head's big enough. And then putting the washer and then the 1/4-20 nut. You can buy lock washers and all that, lock nuts, really tighten it down, but you don't want really anything that has that plastic or what nylon lock in it. So I just prefer using regular old stainless steel nuts. Now I've never tested this propane igniter, so we're going to do that now. We'll see if it works. Alrighty, I hooked up a propane bottle. Let's turn it on here and see what happens. Oh yeah, look at there. That's gonna be nice. Nice, I like it. Shut her down. All right, after doing this, I'm gonna highly recommend that you put that extra nut in between the bracket and the frame and the bowl, so that you only have, especially if you're using 1/2-inch like that, you only have that much. That way you're not going to have any issues lifting your grate in and out. You have to push it to the one side and lift it out. I left the other side long. You can put them all the way around like that. That's 4 extra stainless steel nuts. But it makes it much easier, especially if you're going to be messing around with the igniter and adding charcoal and things like that. So that's my recommendation. So I put the ash pan back on the bottom of this. Now I need to put the charcoal basket and the tabletop back on. there we go. And we'll just set the lid on there. I still need to drill out for the bail, but now I have it basically ready to use. Now this might seem like a big hard project, but it's really not that hard. The main thing is getting those brackets spaced down correctly, getting them parallel across each other, and then the rest is just, you know, you don't have to be right on with your dimensions. Just making sure the propane tube is below that bottom grate, and then you line up the two after you get that hole drilled out about 1.5 inches. Then you put it in there and line up the tube holding bolt holes. Mark those, drill them out, and then basically do the same thing for the lid bail, which I will be doing now. Now, got that on there. I just basically, all I want to do is just get around. Sorry, I talked to myself a lot. Figure out what we can do here. So I'm going to make a mark right here. Somewhere around right there. We'll call that good. And we'll drill that out. So there you go. A black performer, and now the gold or copper performer. That is how I drill out a kettle bowl for a tabletop. I'll have a list of the drill bits and mounting hardware that I used, along with the dimensions, down in the description where you need to drill everything out at. Sure is pretty.